Good afternoon, viewers. This is your show that comes your way, the Society Talk Show. I am your host, Ousainou Darboe, and today I have my honorable guests, which are Tanji Got Talent, and I will just leave them for them to interview, for them to introduce themselves to you. Yeah, yeah, I'm going to Mr. Jal.
Okay, assalamu alaikum to you all, and then I will say good afternoon. First of all, my name is Mohamed S. Jalo, and then I will allow my students to say a little about themselves.
Okay, good afternoon to you all. My name is Yaya Jame. I'm the part of Tanji Got Talent. Thank you for you all. Thank you.
Okay, introduce yourself. Introduce yourself. Say your name.
Okay, my name is Mohamed Lamin Silla. I'm a member of Tanji Got Talent.
Okay, thank you. As you all hear them, these are the youths that initiate this great program. But before going further, we would like to ask Mr. Jallo some questions. Mr. Jallo,
Yeah,
tell us more about your educational background.
okay, that's an impressive question. And I'm a bona fide of Tanje. Same time, I attended Tanje Primary School, where I learned for 6 good years. I then moved on to Gerent. I spent 3 years there, where I did my junior secondary school. After Tugerent, I moved to Scarnet, where I could not complete my high school. I then quit for 2 years. I then moved to Fatima in Bian, Fonyi Councillor. That's where I sat for my grade 12. After I graduated, I attended Consum Institute, where I did my CPL course. And then now, alhamdulillah, I'm at the Gunberg College as a final year student.
Wow, wow, it seems like your educational background is quite impressive.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not something that is new to us because we've seen the current work you've been doing to the community,
Yeah.
the way you are inspiring the community, and how you are able to raise awareness in our community about education. Because time ago, I can say when we are younger, uh, I haven't experienced, or many of us haven't experienced, the little bit work that you have bring to us, the invention. So I want to ask, you've come out with something that's called Tanji Got Talent. Tell me, how did you get the inspiration to come up with such idea?
Okay, the inspiration came from far. Since I did not reach this age, I can say one of my brother and a friend and as an advisor. They call him Basidi King. 10 years ago, whenever I'm sitting with him, I trying to sensitize something to him, like narrating stories, trying to write something about like creativity. And he told me that what you are doing right now, why not you compile everything and you have a plan for it? Maybe you can run an organization of your own in the future. Right now you are young, but I guess you would have planned to think. I said that at the moment I'm young, but I think I could have done something better and better. And King himself, he'll be narrating stories for me. And later on, he will tell you, go to YouTube, watch about South African Got Talent, Kenyan Got Talent, Rwanda, Senegal, America's Got Talent, and so on and so forth. I feel so fascinated. And then I used to have my phone, or use his phone, log into Kenya's Got Talent and their cultural events. I watch. That was 10 years ago. I keep on watching. I become so fascinated. I wonder how did they came up with this thing. And whenever I ask him that, do we have those kind of people in Tangier? He said to me, yes, and it is possible. I said, oh, come on, but like it is like we don't have them within us. We don't have such organizations. So the inspiration, the more I'm talking with King, the more I feel so
feel
fascinated.
inspired, yeah.
And the more I'm keep on watching videos and YouTube channels, the more I feel so fascinated. And then I have a dream of that. Since then, one day or some years to come, I will try to build something whereby the youth can be together and for them to manifest their gift. Because being just mean like you are copying. Yeah, it might be in you, but if you are not being courageous to do it, or if you are not being bossed up to do it, or if you are not being counseled or guided to do it, it will be very much hard for you to do it. So the inspiration comes from Basili King, and then till today, alhamdulillah.
Wow, that's great. That's what, as the saying goes, you dream for something and you put the
Yeah,
effort to it.
so that's it.
Yeah. Okay. Tell us, the birth of Tanji Got Talent, which year has it been started?
Okay, good. Tanji Got Talent. In me, it was 2011. Inside as a dream form.
Yeah.
2011, I had the dream that I one day come up with this organization. And then January on the 3rd, that was on Friday, this year 2020, I documented everything, write all my poems, stories, how I run the organization. I draft it, write my constitution, my background information, the purpose, and why the organization is important. I keep on writing that it took me 2 months, 2 weeks.
So in that process, do you have someone that supports you, or do you do the writings on your own?
Yeah, I do the writing of my own because I feel that I have more to say in it.
Yeah.
I have to do everything and then give it to a friend who will then guide me. They call him big artist. He's in America. They call him big artist, Suleiman Sanyang, big artist. The time writing everything, I linked it up, and he told me it's good. He told me then work with this field and do this in that side. And then Fatima Zara also is a friend of mine, and she will also guide me up. And then Big City, as usual, Bar City, he also guide me, do this and do that, and it is possible. But everything I come with the idea and show it to them, and they will see some, add some.
Okay, that's great. Okay, what are the reasons of you setting up this great initiative?
Good. I really love that question.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like Tanji is having maybe approximately 10 or 12 words.
Yeah.
Okay, now approximately also we have 30,000 people within Tanji, or 400 compounds. And then I feel so devastated. I feel so annoyed. Like the people whom I attended primary school with, I'm not seeing them at the college.
They are no more pushing the way others are.
Yeah, I'm not seeing many who seniored me in the university, at the college, or many other posts.
But say those you do look up to in your junior level,
Good.
and now they are no more in the system.
And those who were so much brilliant, intelligent, smarter than me, I'm not seeing them right in educational path. So looking at our environment, there are many youths, and they were so much brilliant, intelligent, smart. Hadn't been they focused on their education, they would have been something. The question perhaps might be their parents' financial background could be poor or weaker, or there is no more encouragement. Like the saying goes, many people say that now now education doesn't have use.
Or you'll just be spending your time. The more you engage into education, like the more your time is consumed,
being wasted.
Being wasted.
So I feel like maybe why not I come up with this thing, whereby many other students will be encouraged, many other students will feel so fascinated, happy, and then for them to bust up at least to continue learning. As I always tell to my team that never stop at college, never stop at high school, never stop at secondary school. You have to pursue for your education up to reach your good dreams. And it is not always easy. Even your parents cannot pay for you. Reach up to people whereby they will pay for you.
Because no one is an island.
Good. I say that this Tanji Got Talent today, you are not having sponsor with this today. And tomorrow you will have it, inshallah. Just I praise the God, and then for him to help us to achieve our dreams.
Okay, now I will try and skip to what's to my man. Okay, tell me, the day you got the information about Big Tanji Got Talent, what came into your mind, and why are you here today?
Yeah, alhamdulillah. The time I heard Tanji Got Talent, Mr. S. Jallo is my teacher. The first day I heard it from Mohamed Silla. He was discussing about me, Tanji Got Talent. He told me that Mr. Jallo told me something for Tanji Got Talent. Now I wanted to be joined. But I told her that it will be very good for the education, because now Tanji people, some people are stuck with grade 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, and now, alhamdulillah, some people they are there. The first time no one can spell it, because people are small, they don't have any other who can help them. Okay, now we are alhamdulillah, they can read, they can narrate stories. now, alhamdulillah, because Jallo is not about these people, it's Jallo who have to help us.
Yeah, that's it. So, Mr. Jallo, I just want to ask this question. What are really your targets?
My targets for Tanji Got Talent is that to advise someone or to give courage to someone, like by what? Please, education is good, and you have to do this, you have to study, you have to read, and you have to focus. If that person didn't have financial support, will the person continue?
No. And nowadays things have changed.
Good.
Yeah, many things have changed.
So my target is that whoever is part of Tanji Got Talent to have a linkage or to link people with their performance through their schools or even through their performance, their creativity, visual arts, for them to have support and to pursue up to university or college or wheresoever they want to pursue for their education. The main target is each and everyone who is part of Tanji Got Talent to have the confidence that I'm going to make a change of myself in the future. And then I will learn up to I reach to my level of YWIS.
Yeah.
And then I will learn to make a change. And I will learn in so much so that at least the younger ones will look up to me, then the environment can easily change, and we can have sponsors.
And the mentalities too might change.
Yeah, the mindset.
Okay. So, truly speaking, the interview is getting more interesting. But I just want you to add this. Okay, since the start of your Tanji Got Talent, how many students were you able to attend, and how were you able to have these vast numbers of students that always attend the meetings?
Yeah, okay, that's an impressive one too. Okay, that's an impressive one. Like from the beginning, at the moment we have 96 registered students. 96 registered students.
So you have a form?
Yes.
That they fill?
Yeah, he's my secretary, and he's the registrar. She's a participant too. She's going for storytelling and drama. Okay, now we registered 96, and we have more than 128, but we registered 96.
So is it that there is a form of a test whereby if someone is qualified for a certain thing, they might be given a position?
Like for instance, if you come to me, come on, Mr. Jallo, I want to join Tanji Got Talent. The first thing I will tell you that really everybody have talent. You understand that? Yes.
Yeah.
So for you, what do you want to do in Tanji Got Talent? So I'm telling you, nah, Mr. Jallo, I did not know exactly. I'll tell you, okay, go and think until and unless you have an idea. Why do you want to join Tanji Got Talent? Then come back to me. And some will come back, some will never come.
Back, yeah.
So if you don't come back, I will understand that you don't have no reason to join. So if you come back, I will ask you to go to the registrar. And the registrar will give you something and the details, why Tanji Got Talent, the reasons, and the vision and the mission. And then he will forward you to the secretary. He will document you, your name and everything. So it was a bit harder gathering kids together.
Yeah, together, of course, yeah.
Because, like, I had to realize bringing them together is not the main issue, but to tell them why is this organization all about.
All about the background.
So whenever I explain Tanji Got Talent, the background information, the vision and mission, and why did I come with this, and why it is important. That's why whosoever is in Tanji Got Talent should have this as a copy to their parents. And the parents will read, when they approve it, you go ahead.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have diverse segment from which the members of your organization specialize on, or it is basically focused on one goal, which, for example, singing, dancing, miming, or choir?
All right, we have 10 different categories. And one of the categories, I may not name them all, but one of the categories is spelling bee, storytelling, dancing, singing, poetry, public speaking, gymnastic, drama, comedy, and cultural attires. We have 10 categories differently. And then in all those 10 categories, for the one who are going for poetry, they are using my poems.
Okay, so So which is you write poems for them to read.
Yes, I give them poems and have for them to read it too.
Okay.
Some I wrote spoken words of 40.
So that poetry, you set a form of competition between them,
Yes,
like in their rehearsals, or you just give it as a form of a lesson.
good. The poetry, I give it to students who are willing to do it or who have a passion of doing poetry. Okay, now if I give them, I'll show you the way you're going to. So there are many of them who are having poems. So it will be like, okay, you're going for poetry, know that 10 other people also are going for poetry. So then there is a format whereby on the show day, you will be judged according to the way you present your poem. And you will be marked according to the way how you read your poem. So there's a structure of how things will match. And that one will not be me, but I'm the one who structured it, and then to give it to other judges to judge.
Wow, that's quite impressive. Yeah. As you all know, any organization or any accomplishment someone is trying to achieve, there might be obstacles and challenges.
Yes.
You cannot establish an organization without facing challenges.
Yeah.
And now, not in this possible in this world without challenges. But I want you to tell me, what are the challenges you face in running this organization?
Okay, right now, the number of challenges which I'm facing is that, like the younger ones, the little bit younger ones, I don't have access for them to come. Even I myself cannot call their parents to tell them that somebody have to come or your child have to come or whatsoever, because some are coming from far.
Yeah, the distance.
And then I have their parents' contact. So one of the challenges is that some of the parents did not understand Tanji Got Talent. So some of the kids, like, it becomes so hard for them to keep this paper or to take it up to their parents. So I have to call I have to reach other families, which is a big hectic, moving from one corner to another, and then trying to talk to them. And then the other challenge is that, like, finance. Yeah, finance. Okay, like, financially, we are really doing good. And alhamdulillah, I will thank my team for that.
Yeah, I was even about to ask you that question. Do you have a sponsor, or you just run this organization by yourselves?
Good.
Financially.
Okay, during the beginning of this, and we normally contribute. When we contribute, and then like in a month, we'll have maybe 1,000 or 2,000 or 1,500. And then we reach other people in the surrounding. We do cleaning for them. Like when we go to their compound, we clean and we told them that we came for a donation or whatsoever. And they'll give us some, we'll add it to there. So we go to different places and we add it to there. So that's the money we generate, and to buy t-shirts, which are 124. And then as of now, we
124 t-shirts. Okay.
124, which was equivalent to over $16,000.
Okay. So per t-shirt is priced as how much?
Per t-shirt, you know, like I go out with the kids. We make cleaning, and then we generate some money. We buy t-shirt, we print them. Instead of selling the t-shirt $250 for them, I said no, you have to sell it back $150.
150. Yeah.
Because we work together to have the money. Okay, $150. Good. For those who are coming to register, we'll pay $250 and we'll have a free t-shirt.
Okay. Yeah.
And then as of now, the biggest problem is that, like, I wrote 21 dramas, and we have rehearsed one, and we are in progress of another one. The first one has been completed, and then we already have $3,000 or $3,500, and then to shoot the drama amount of money. Okay, that's the main thing which is trying to delay our time of releasing our shoot our first drama. Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to go back to Mr. Silla. Yeah. Mr. Silla, since you've been into this organization, can you say I've seen your work, both physically and mentally. So I want to ask, have you ever worked with an NGO since the establishment of this organization? Like ever work with a non-governmental organization?
No, I never worked with the.
I'm talking, I mean, Tanji Got Talent. I'm
No.
talking as a whole.
No, we never did.
You never
Never
did.
did.
Yeah.
Okay, you never
Never
did.
did, yeah.
Okay, so the cleansing you did at the beach.
Yes.
Okay, we want you to explain a bit about it because I've seen your kids there.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen many of your people. They've taken part in it. So how were you able to gain the information and the recognition? Yeah.
Okay, and for that information, it came from Tanji Channel TV. That's where I get the information, and personally, to calls me to that organization, and then even going around cleaning is part of our agendas. So someone coming up with that,
It's just like
going
yeah.
with them,
It's
it
just
seems like
yeah.
about you are about to do your next agenda.
Just like
So
for
like
this-
going
like
with
this-
Tanji TV online, it's like the same thing. We are all in for the progress of Tanji.
Concerning more consider figure in any do not
Good. So it's like
yeah. Okay, okay.
Good, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like that. Okay, Mr. Silla. I want to add this. I wanted to add this. So when do you plan to host an event? Do you have any plans of hosting an event or you want to take a chance to host it?
Yeah, first we are taking our time first because we are planning to go outside. I think June
after the
After the pandemic.
before pandemic.
4th of April.
4th of April.
Okay, before
Before the pandemic.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
So before 4th of April, we have the pandemic program. So we have to
Skip it?
Skip it,
until
yeah.
the pandemic is over.
Yeah.
So we can have our event.
Okay, so how was your expectations? Okay, if I told this whole kick off, how were your expectations? What were you thinking? The crowd, the people that will come through, like your mode of movement. How did you think like it will be?
Yeah, first of all, first time if I see people, for me I always feel shy.
Yeah.
But the time we start rehearsing, I start keeping up. I can read doing my things. Even there's many crowd people, I can stand there and do my things.
Okay, that's good. I will have to ask the madam too. Okay, madam, what is your role in Tanji Western? What's the role given to you?
Fine, because Mr. Jallo who joined me in primary school. I'm an ex-student there, but it's fine.
That's great. Okay, Mr. Jallo, I think we will just come to the end of the show, but I will have to ask this question. What is your advice to the youths? Because I or many people know the community we are from. It is hard to inspire or to motivate someone to be focused in his or her education. You are always in for people to go for their dreams. You always motivate, you give a positive inspiration to people. So how do you think, or what is your advice? What is your advice to the youths of our community? What do you want to tell them in order for them to keep the good work and to change their minds towards education and to achieve something in the future? Yeah,
Good.
that's
Okay, good. That's a good question to me, to whosoever listening or watching. Okay, like for the youth of Tanji, what I want to say is that in a phrase form, each and everyone to have in heart that it is possible. It is possible. Have in heart that it is possible, man. Yes. Feel bold and say that it is possible. Never feel weak. If you don't know, ask.
don't feel sad. It's true.
And have a dream. Like, it doesn't mean all educated people succeed without the one who have not been educated now. But each and everyone needs education.
Either way.
Many other people who are talented, smart, brilliant than me. I'm playing my part, but I'm learning from many people too.
Education never stops.
So, learning and searching is where miracle knowledge begins. Learning and searching is where miracle knowledge begins. The more you keep learning, the more you should keep researching. The more you research, the more you know new things. So the youth, our environment sometimes is very critical, but it is possible. Like what is possible is that a change of positivity is possible. We can have it from now. Right now is the only opportunity for us to make a change for the future. Okay, like for instance, if you look at the environment, whereby we have thousands of youths, some are not within the country, some are within the country. But let not people say that, come on now, I have to travel, I have to, come on now, to Babudu, I have to travel, I have to travel. No. What you are doing right now, keep on doing that. But go to school too. You like football? Go to the field and go to school. You are a carpenter, go to the school and still time you
Go
can
to the workshop.
Yes, workshop. And then now you are a tailor or you love any other thing. We need education too. So the more we are learning and participating in other issues too, it will help us. As a community, it will help us. Tanje, like many people outside are saying, Tanje people don't learn or whatsoever. Me,
Our minds are always at the beach.
good. Me, in front of me, in Brekama or wheresoever I be, when someone said this to me, I keep quiet till when you are done, and I will tell you the fact. I used to tell you, Tanje, now we have people who are having their masters. One like for the Jew,
We have university lecturers.
and then one like
Balami.
Mr. Toure,
You have by
and then one like Mr. Jadama in the at the university, and then Alaji Jadama is doing his masters, and many other youths also. So we can be inspired by those youths. So you are learn, she is learn in a community. So you alone cannot make a change.
No.
So we need a crowd. We need a large number. So how can we do that? We have our primary school to start it from there. That's why I pray, may God fulfill our heart desires. So with Tanja Got Talent, I'm still working on many channels,
Many channels,
whereby every student to have support,
To have links,
to have links, to have sponsors, scholarship, up to university and college. And then I pray that, and each and every one of us pray that too. And inshallah, that prayer will be fulfilled, and God will put us in the right track.
Okay, this brings us to the end of this. So, is with Mr. Jello and his students. One token of advice I will add to his words is that the society we come from, we are no different from others that are doing it. Let's not be shy. We can do it. We are from a place where we can do it, and we can raise awareness in people's mind. I'm talking to the youths, our elders. They've done their efforts. They've tried by all means. We should have the mind that this is what we need to do. We need to achieve our goals. Have a target in anything you do. As Mr. Jallo said, go on with it. Let no one discourage you. No one should underestimate your powers. No one should even tell you something that you like. If you know you can do it, not just come and interfere in your life and say, bro, you should not do this. Be yourself, and don't look up to someone that has no future. Know who to work with. Know your friends. This is the advice I'll have for you. And I go by the name Ousainou Darboe. This so, and we will come your way next week with another good guest with great topics. Everything we do here is for the benefit of our community. We're doing it voluntarily. We seek no money for it. We seek no fame for it. We just feel like this is something we can do for our community. End the show here. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Thank you.
All right, appreciate it, huh?
Okay. Good.